Right, so this is probably one of the very first videos I'm making with commentary. I've adapted my camera with a microphone to it, which isn't easy, but I'll show you the vlog setup in a bit. But yeah, at the moment I am on a BMW GS 2015 model. And yeah, I've got a service light on, plus then I've got, hang on, so say hello to this man. Nope, he's not greeting back because it's a BMW. People aren't used to BMWs greeting you, so yeah, it's understandable. I've got another one following right behind me, which is an older version. I think that's a 2012 model. I'm not totally sure. I'm not gonna say that it is. Once he gets past me, I will be able to see his number plate, but I'm not going to push for it. I'm not. The roads are extremely wet at the moment. Plus, with me being a new rider, I do not want to chance it. Now, I can put it if I wanted to on the rain mode, which I don't know if I should. But yeah, you can adjust the mode on the fly as you are riding. And it will prevent you from harsh braking. It will prevent you from opening the throttle too quickly, which is pretty easy to do on these. But yeah, I shall give a further update if I do. At the moment it's the roads are wet, but it's not raining, and as you can see there's a very dark cloud up ahead, plus then we've got a bit of, you know, the roads are a bit flooded here and there, so but so far, I mean, these motorbikes, they can go off-road, they can go through rivers and everything else. So driving on the road through water, surface water, so far it seems alright. The tyre seems good. I did have to check my tyre earlier due to the fact that my tyre pressure isn't registering. Oh no, that's a 2010 model and he's going for it, so I'm not gonna go and chase him, even though I want to, but I do not trust myself yet. You know, he's got so much more experience than I have, and the last thing I want is to have a lie down, especially when it's wet. So it's raining. That's all we get, is just rain constantly. I thought today was going to be a nice bright day, but unfortunately not so. It's pissing it down. There, mate. I've not got it. I've just kept it in road mode. I'm not going to switch over to rain mode. I'm only like 9 minutes away from my destination, and yeah, we'll see what it's like. I mean, at the moment, I don't know why, but for some reason, it could be because I'm a new rider, but I've got a bit of pins and needles in my right hand. Don't know if that's from just constantly keeping a hard grip, because there's not much grip on this on these handlebars. It needs new grips eventually, but being African, you make do with what you have. Usually you can see all the ducks and everything there. Don't know what you're on about, but turning left. So we are on our way back home. Here we go. Luckily for me, Seems like the sun has come out for just a little while. As you can see, there's still a bit of wet patches on the road, but I have got hour and a half journey. Let's see, it says now I've got 288 miles left on this fuel tank, so let's see how much fuel it uses. Lovely day. Lovely day. Got my Bluetooth switched on inside my helmet, so if I wanted to I can actually listen to music on my mobile phone. At the moment I've just got my sat-nav basically telling me where I'm going, which I'm not too worried about. I kind of know the route, but it helps me just seeing where all the bends are, and also how far away I am from junctions. Is when you look at my speedometer underneath, the one that's here on this side, that very difficult to read sometimes. Although it does help if you are, you know, if you have one of your settings on something else. At the moment I've got the top one on range, just so I can see how far I can still travel, and then the bottom one I've got on speed, just so I won't get, you know, a speeding fine going through places, because there's a bit of a glare coming off of that, so you don't always know exactly where what is, but it's alright, it's not too bad, you know, it works. I love this bike. I absolutely love this bike. It's so easy to handle. It's so nibbly, you know. It's got a hell of a lot of power. You know, I'm not going to turn around and say it's like a sports bike, because I've not been on a sports bike. I don't particularly fancy going on a sports bike or even testing out a sports bike, but this is just like, you know, watch this. That just picked up super quick, you know, and I was not even full flat out. That was just me having a little play, nice and smooth. So at the moment, obviously, I'm in a road dynamic, which also means that I will my performance is going to be a lot better, only because I can't necessarily pop a wheelie on this. But yeah, this is such a wonderful bike, absolutely wonderful bike. Cannot fault it in any way. Right, so here is my setup on my helmet. There's my GoPro Hero 7 Black, and there's the microphone going right underneath. So I've cut this. Let me just remove this. I'll show you the inside. So the mount that holds the GoPro, that goes in by the visor. So if you lift the visor up, which usually the GoPro's tilted a little bit forward, otherwise you're gonna have to face down most of the time. But yeah, it's tilted a bit forward so that the visor doesn't catch basically on it. But I'll show you the inside. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. So right in there, the microphone goes from the side of the microphone bit for the GoPro, which is the adapter that you need, and it goes behind the strap there, as you can see. So I've strapped that in. The other one, that's the other microphone, that runs along, is it this? Yeah, it's this side. Runs along there, all the way along here, and then I've got just behind here on either side, I've got my headphones for my Bluetooth that I connect my phone to, so I can listen to music, and I can listen to or I can have phone calls and things like that. I receive phone calls, make phone calls, volume up, volume down, on and off, answering disconnect calls. Plus you can connect this to another headset, as long as it's the same brand, unfortunately, and you can have it as an intercom system without having to have, you know, without having to phone the other person. But if you've got unlimited calls or whatever, and the other person has got a different headset, just call him, you know, and you can be on the phone to him constantly. So yeah, that's basically my whole vlogging setup. Obviously the microphone adapter, you have to have that. So the case, I bought it off Amazon and Artman. You can, you know, just type that in on Amazon, it comes with all that. Unfortunately, you do have to take the door off. You have to remove that door on the side, which means that if obviously it gets wet, well, you might cause some damage to your GoPro. But it's got that attachment here on the top for if you wanted to mount Rode mic, or even a flash or light or whatever you want. It's just another horseshoe basically mount there on the front. But yeah, brilliant setup for the vlogs basically. So yeah, there you go.